Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, get well, funerals, of course, the forgive me flowers. Yes, flowers are truly a blooming business in the United States. And here in Minnesota, for one family, success has been growing.
Time to pack the roses. When you sell upwards of 2 million of these beautifully colored flowers a year, you've got to be efficient. And that's exactly what Len Busch Roses in Plymouth, Minnesota prides itself on. And it's not just roses growing under glass.
We produce about 2 million tulips, a couple million roses, 500,000 alstroemeria, 500,000 lilies. Gerbers are 500,000, and then miscellaneous flowers, maybe another 500,000. I don't know what that added up to. It's about 6 million, 7 million total stems.
Don't forget some 500,000 potted plants. Hang around long enough and you start thinking maybe they should change their name. There's a lot more than roses going on at Len Busch Roses. The company sells flowers and plants to florists and supermarkets in a 200-mile radius around the Minneapolis area. The business was started back in 1965 by, who else? Len Busch.
My goal, I had a goal in one thing, trying to feed my family, and I was able to do that. And I was real proud of that. And then we reached a fair amount of success.
Len has retired from running the business, although he is truly still over everyone when he's in his helicopter surveying the 500,000 square feet of greenhouses. Having Len close by is handy for the latest guy in charge of Len Busch Roses, Len's son Patrick.
My dad started our business, and he started in challenging times and with not a lot of support. And he rose to be one of the nation's top rose growers in the industry, so that brings with it the need to do well.
While respecting the history of the flower empire his father built, Patrick says modern challenges in the flower industry help keep him and his team focused on the future.
The market's different, a lot of things are different than they were, and we're making some good solid headway right now.
Diversification is critical to their success here, and keeping costs down is also important. Most large-scale flower producers are in warmer climates along the equator, so heating greenhouses in Minnesota in the winter could have become very expensive very quickly. So Len Busch Roses uses tree and brush trimmings from area landscapers and tree trimmers to heat the facility.
Our boilers are capable of burning green wood. Also, as it dries down, it's certainly handle that as well, and that gives us a little more efficiency, but we can burn wood, which is typically when it's green, it's about 50% moisture, half water.
How much of this do you go through a year?
That would be about 12 to 13,000 tons. Or the semi you saw earlier, which is a 100-yard load, it's about 500 semi-loads.
It costs about a fifth of what it would take to heat the greenhouses with natural gas. It's also more environmentally friendly. The company uses advanced pest management practices to battle tiny bugs that can do serious damage to flowers and plants.
So when you've got a flower like this that has this white on it, you can't sell it.
Correct. Yep, we want perfect flowers, no pests, no damage. There's a lot of restrictions on chemical use. I have to really be careful that we don't go over the number of times per year that we can use the different chemicals. And also using biocontrol is safer to the plants. It's less likely to damage the flowers.
It's the size of the flowers, the depth of color, the vase life, and the lack of any kind of damage that will separate our flowers from what we compete against. And we typically have to get anywhere from 25% to almost double market price in order to be able to competitively grow up here. So the quality has to be that much better.
Len Busch Roses is also working to use their Minnesota-grown origins as a way to market their flowers. They may cost more, but Patrick says it's worth it.
Well, most people are not fully aware of how long it really takes to get flowers from overseas into the U.S. A typical flower can be 5 to 7 days. It's very difficult to get it here in less than that time, especially in the upper Midwest.
A family business staying current with modern trends and demands, trying to preserve a business that's been growing for 45 years.
You tell people you grow flowers and they go, really? And they give you kind of a funny look, but for those of us in the industry, we love it.